Beyoncé's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour are dropping like a lot. Just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night in the tour in Los Angeles. But hours before the concert, tickets had dipped to as low as $57.
All the single ladies are staying home as Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
And it's not selling in the States or in London. And so you're just kind of wondering, you know, A, what's going on, and B, is she going to end up like Justin Timberlake singing to 11,000 fans at the very end of his tour in a 60,000 seat arena?
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. She was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, "I come on, I'm talking to her." She jumped down. She was like, "Duh, duh, duh." And I'm like, "Wait, what did you do?" I was watching Beyonce's early career, not by choice. It was just in your face, like it was in the building, like so it was right there.
Out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, "Doesn't this look sexy?" or "Isn't this sexy?"
Was allegedly forced to appear in a mask. The lawsuit states Jay-Z and Beyoncé Knowles Carter were seated in the room, and upon seeing Manzaro, Beyoncé Knowles Carter asked, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a mask standing here in front of..."
D shared this TMZ headline reporting that ticket sales for Beyoncé's new Cowboy Carter tour have stalled. Now, the tour kicked off in LA on Monday, and shockingly, tickets dipped to as low as $57. So the question is, why isn't the Beehive saddling up?
Beyonce's out of touch, okay? People are fighting for their lives, they're getting deported, they're losing their jobs. We have better things to do, Beyonce, than make you rich. And we're also in debt from your last concert. Can we just say that you just had?
This contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. No, those trophies. Trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
We talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew it?
Welcome back to StarHush, where we cut through the glitter and get straight to the grime behind the glam. Now get ready, because 50 Cent is spinning the block again. And this time, he's got the Carters in his scope. Yes, he's coming straight for Beyonce and not holding back. The latest drama? 50's calling her out for struggling to sell out her Cowboy Carter tour. But that's just the surface. The real fire is in what he's hinting at behind the scenes, because apparently Jay-Z might be using Beyonce's image to cover up something much deeper tied to the Diddy situation. With Diddy's trial creeping closer by the day, things are starting to spiral fast, and 50 is right in the middle of it, fanning the flames. So here's what went down. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour just kicked off, but something's been feeling off. Fans are noticing the empty seats, the last-minute ticket drops, and Beyonce herself looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. The energy ain't there. Even her core supporters are scrambling to defend it, but the receipts? They're loud. Social media is flooded with screenshots of untouched floor seats, ticket resellers slashing prices, and some upper-level spots dropping as low as $20. Yes, $20 for a Beyonce ticket. But here's where it gets deep. 50 Cent just posted a cryptic message aimed directly at Beyonce. And let's just say, it was not about her vocals. The message wasn't petty. It was pointed. It looks like 50 is strongly hinting that the real issue ain't the music. It's the chaos unfolding behind the scenes. Allegedly, the Carters are trying to keep it clean in public, but behind closed doors, they're swimming in drama, especially with Jay-Z's name quietly popping up in those disturbing lawsuits tied to Diddy. One accuser came forward saying Jay-Z was in the room during a traumatic incident involving her at the age of 13. And even though that particular case got tossed on a technicality, she's not backing down. She recently refiled with new documents, standing on her original claims. And it doesn't stop there. Her legal team also claims Jay-Z sent private investigators to her home without any legal rep present, trying to pressure her in silence. Her attorney even compared it to some heavy-handed mafia-type intimidation tactics. Now 50 Cent is throwing it right back at them, accusing Jay of hiding behind Beyonce's fame and using her image as a distraction while his own name gets caught up in the smoke. And that tour flop? 50's saying it's not just bad timing, it's the public quietly turning away because they're tired of the cover-ups. So now the big question, are folks skipping out on Cowboy Carter because of the prices, the switch to country vibes, Or are people finally done turning a blind eye to the Carter connection in this messy Diddy saga? Did 50 just drop a truth bomb? Or is he just stirring the pot again? Let's get into it.
There's one thing you do not do on this God's Green Earth. I'm going to teach you a lesson, okay? You're going to go to school today. One thing you do not do is mess with 50.
So Beyoncé officially kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour in Inglewood, California. But instead of the usual hype and packed stadiums, fans were quick to notice something didn't sit right. There were a lot of empty seats, and not just a few scattered rows. We're talking full sections with barely anyone in them. One celeb gossip page on X, Pop Stuff, posted photos and videos from opening night, and the crowd looked shockingly light. The Pit, the spot where die-hard fans usually pack in, nearly empty, and multiple sections around the arena looked untouched. The post read, Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats. The Pit is vastly unsold, and several seating sections look empty. According to Ticketmaster, the show did not sell out by the time it officially started, with thousands of unsold tickets left. That's when 50 Cent stepped in with the troll of the week. He reposted a screenshot of the report and threw shade with the caption, "Ish getting real out here. Hey, the tickets ain't selling." And just like that, the flames around the tour started spreading even faster. Now, some insiders are saying the resellers might be partly to blame. According to a source who spoke to the Daily Mail, a bunch of scalpers scooped up large blocks of tickets early, thinking they'd flip them fast for profit. But they overestimated the hype, and now they're stuck with unsold seats they can't give away. When Beyoncé first announced the tour back in February, fans had mixed reactions. A lot of people complained that the ticket prices were way too high, with some VIP packages pushing into the thousands. But just days before the first show, prices started crashing. You could find upper-level seats for just $20. Some fans are now saying this whole ticket drama might be due to bad timing. Beyoncé's Renaissance tour just wrapped, and it broke records, sold out cities, and had the Bayhive in full formation. So maybe folks are just not ready to drop another big bag so soon. Others are saying the Cowboy Carter vibe just isn't clicking the same. The country-inspired sound, the new direction. It's got some fans confused or not fully sold on the switch up. And even though the Bayhive is loyal, this rollout is starting to show cracks in that flawless image. Now let's keep it real. Cowboy Carter just isn't hitting the same way Renaissance did. Fans loved that last era, but this new one, not so much. But while some folks are chalking up the low turnout to musical direction, there's a new theory floating around that's got the internet buzzing. Some are saying the lukewarm reception to Beyoncé's tour might actually be linked to the growing controversy surrounding her and Jay-Z's longtime connection to Diddy. And yeah, it's deeper than just friendship. As many of you already know, Jay-Z was named in that now dismissed lawsuit filed by a woman known as Jane Doe. And even though the case got tossed out, Jane Doe came right back and said she still stands by every word she said. Her lawyer, Tony Busby, took things even further. He revealed that two private investigators, allegedly sent by Jay-Z's team, showed up at Jane Doe's home trying to get her to talk, without her lawyer present. He claimed they tried to intimidate her and even recorded their conversation without her consent. Jay-Z's legal team later admitted they did send the investigators, but insisted they didn't break any laws and followed proper procedure. Still, Jane Doe wasn't convinced. In her updated court filings, she said she was trembling during the encounter and felt pressured no matter how polite the investigators tried to come off. And she doubled down on her main allegation, stating once again that Jay-Z was present during the disturbing incident she claims happened at an after-party during the 2000 MTV VMAs in New York. She clarified in her filing, "I never stated whether once or 4 times that Mr. Carter did not assault me," making it clear she's not backing down or changing her story. Now here's where things get messier. While most of the industry's been quiet about Jay-Z's name being linked to all this, 50 Cent has been calling it out with zero hesitation. He's been posting, trolling, and flat out saying what a lot of others are too nervous to touch. But 50's not alone. Kanye West recently added more fuel to the fire. He came out swinging, claiming the only reason Jay-Z and Beyoncé stay protected is because of their deep ties to powerful people behind the scenes. According to Kanye, there's more going on than what fans see. In a string of explosive posts, Kanye took shots at the Carters, saying they're controlled by higher-ups. He claimed some celebrities stay quiet or play along because they feel like they have to in order to keep their careers and avoid legal trouble. And this rant came right after that leaked recording of Kanye and Diddy's private phone call hit the internet. In that call, Diddy was allegedly venting, saying when his famous friends were in trouble, he always stood by them. But now that he's the one under fire, he said those same people vanished, acting like they don't even know him. Now here's where the speculation gets even heavier. A lot of people are convinced that Diddy's leaked phone call wasn't just him venting, it was a subtle message aimed straight at Jay-Z. These two have a long history. Diddy and Jay were once extremely close, moving behind the scenes like powerful partners. At one point, Diddy even said Jay-Z was his go-to strategist, the first person he would call when things went sideways. So now, fans are saying that Diddy felt abandoned. That call might have been his way of saying, you were supposed to ride for me and now you're silent. With everything that's going down, it's no surprise people are asking if there's tension bubbling beneath the surface. Because if your top advisor suddenly ghosts you when you're at your lowest, that speaks volumes.
This is extended family. You've been there with me through my ups and downs. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call. It's my strategist right here. This is my brother. It's B.I.G's brother. Yes, sir. It's Brooklyn's own Brooklyn. Your homie's doing a lot of things, man. Most importantly, you know, he had a recital that he has to be at the floor. But I reached out to him, and I told him that this right here was important. Bad Boy celebrating 20 years of hits. And this is extended family.
But here's what really got people talking: the silence. As soon as the allegations against Diddy hit the spotlight, Jay-Z and Beyoncé went completely radio silent. They stopped mentioning him, stopped showing up to the same events, and it was like they erased him from their history. Fans were like, wait, weren't they just close not long ago? And once Jay-Z's name popped up in that lawsuit filed by Jane Doe, things got even more calculated. Jay didn't speak out himself. Instead, he had his high-profile attorney, Alex Spiro, step in to publicly deny that Jay and Diddy were even close friends. That move had the internet spinning, like, how do you go from being someone's strategist to suddenly claiming you barely know them?
I mean, Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions. People know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case. And there's nothing more.
And let's be honest, Diddy had to feel some type of way after hearing Jay-Z publicly distance himself like that, especially when there have been long-standing whispers that Diddy once helped Jay handle his own behind-the-scenes mess. People are saying, after all that loyalty, now you're denying you even know the man? That's cold. Now sure, Jay-Z got his name officially dropped from that Jane Doe lawsuit, but don't let the court papers fool you. The streets have been buzzing with wild accusations about him for years, long before the Diddy fallout. We're talking everything from shady dealings to disturbing claims that he's tried to silence people who got too close to exposing the truth. One of the names that always comes up? Actress Kathy White. Rumors say she was connected to Jay and then suddenly disappeared from public view under mysterious circumstances. And it doesn't stop there. Jaguar Wright, who's been known to call out industry secrets, once claimed that Diddy allegedly helped the Carters handle the situation with Kathy. She even claimed there's a tape of what went down, Whether that tape exists or not, it's just one more piece in a messy puzzle that's only getting more attention by the day.
Kathy White's true killer is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got it.
And let's not forget, Kanye West has been hinting at this for years. Back in 2016, he made headlines after going on stage and dropping some bold claims about Jay-Z. He told the crowd that Jay had people watching him and even said that Jay-Z had some serious power plays happening behind closed doors. Kanye's exact words had people gasping, and fans felt like he was trying to tell us something without saying it outright.
I was hurt. Because I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me. Jay-Z called me. Hey, bro, Jay-Z, I know you got please don't send them out my head. Just call me.
And here's where things get really eerie. Just one day, literally one day, after Kanye made those wild claims about Jay-Z back in 2016, he suddenly had a mysterious episode while staying at the home of his former trainer, Harley Pasternak. Next thing you know, Kanye ends up on a psychiatric hold, and everything went quiet. The timing? Too strange to ignore. Some folks still believe that situation wasn't just random. It felt like someone wanted him shut down fast. Now let's circle it back to 50 Cent, because he's been on this for a while. Way before anyone else in Hollywood dared to speak on it, 50 was raising eyebrows about Jay-Z's connection to Diddy. Back in March 2024, when Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes, 50 didn't waste a second. He jumped right on Instagram and started throwing shots. He posted a photoshopped image of Jay-Z on a milk carton with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said he ain't answering his phone." And that was just the start. Later, 50 turned up the heat with another post. This time, it was a pic of Jay-Z waving on a red carpet with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy's jet. LOL. It was straight up trolling, but with a point." Then 50's longtime friend and G-Unit partner Tony Yayo backed him up. Yayo straight up said it's wild how Jay-Z is now acting like he and Diddy were never even cool. He basically called it out for what it looks like. Selective memory at its finest. Now, of course, the Bayhive is out here clapping back hard, saying 50 Cent is just being a troll, doing what he always does, trying to stir up drama for clout. They claim he's desperate to pull the Carters into the Diddy chaos because of his long-running beef with Jay-Z. But not everyone's buying that narrative. A lot of folks are flipping the script, saying the Carters dragged themselves into this mess. Why? Because for years they've been close with Diddy, even while disturbing rumors about his behavior were floating around the industry. People are asking, how did they not know what was going on? There's no denying the connection. Beyoncé and Jay-Z weren't just industry colleagues with Diddy, they socialized. There are photos, events, appearances, all pointing to a tight bond outside the studio. One major example, music exec Deb Antony once said the very first time she ever met Beyoncé was at one of Diddy's parties.
Beyoncé, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, here comes another wave of allegations that has the internet in a chokehold. Just last month, one of Diddy's accusers, Joseph Manza, stepped forward and filed a lawsuit that dropped a whole new layer of disturbing claims. According to the court docs, Joseph says he attended a birthday party in 2015 for Diddy's son, Christian, in Miami. The party was hosted at a home owned by music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan. Joseph alleges that during the party, something wasn't right with his drink, and after consuming it, he started feeling disoriented. Gloria reportedly noticed he looked out of it and asked someone to help, but Emilio allegedly brushed it off. Joseph says that once he was fully incapacitated, he was quietly moved through a hidden tunnel that connected the property to Diddy's mansion. The person who reportedly took him there, a woman identified as an ex-adult film performer, Adria English. Now here's where things take a sharp turn. Joseph claims that when he began to regain awareness, he found himself in a room with none other than Jay-Z and Beyoncé. He says Beyoncé looked confused and asked why there was a half-naked white man with a strange mask strapped to his face. According to his statement, someone in the room told her, "It's a punishment. Diddy wants him to see what happens to people who run their mouths." The lawsuit continues with disturbing claims that Joseph was then humiliated in front of a group of high-profile guests. He says he was stripped down, forced into a revealing outfit, and made to wear a full leather head covering with a locking device that he described as dehumanizing. He said the whole setup felt like a twisted performance meant to shame him in front of others. In his own words, he described the night as a freak off. Now here's the part raising even more eyebrows. Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, quickly jumped in to defend his client. He issued a public statement saying Jay-Z wasn't even in Miami when this party allegedly took place. But what caught people's attention? Spiro didn't mention Beyoncé at all. He didn't deny that she was present, and he said nothing about Joseph's claim that she witnessed the events. That silence sparked a wave of speculation. Some fans now believe Jay-Z might be trying to use Beyoncé's public image as a shield, letting her take the spotlight while he moves in the background untouched. The timing of Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour announcement? Some are saying that might have been pushed by Jay himself as a strategic distraction ahead of Diddy's trial to shift headlines and keep attention on music, not courtrooms. Even Jaguar Wright weighed in, claiming that Beyoncé's fan base might need to launch their own version of the Free Britney movement. She alleged that Jay controls every part of Beyoncé's life, including her work schedule and public image, and even suggested there may be more going on behind closed doors than fans realize.
He pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a character.
No, girl. Not my beautiful Beyonce 5.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce.
Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
And just to add more fuel to the fire, 50 Cent recently circled back with another bold accusation, this time taking direct aim at Jay-Z's personal life. According to 50, Jay doesn't treat his marriage like a real relationship, he treats it like a business contract. He claimed that Jay strategically uses Beyoncé's global image, fan base, and influence to protect his own brand and keep his name clean while controversy swirls around him.
He signed his contract. The big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
No, he has like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got some shit. He's like drinking. His pictures with him like he thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one.
Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think is really going on behind Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter rollout? Is the tour underperforming because of the country switch up, tour fatigue, or is there something way deeper at play? Do you believe 50 Cent might be right? Could Jay-Z really be pushing Beyoncé to drop albums and hit the road just to keep attention off of himself and his ties to the Diddy fallout? Is Beyoncé being used as the public face while the real moves are being made in the shadows? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts, theories, and spicy takes down in the comments. You know we're watching them all. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a drop. We've got more heat coming your way that you won't want to miss. See you in the next one, my stars and hushers. Stay sharp, stay loud, and keep your eyes open.